everyone, my name is Shay, and I know we have all been kind of going through a bit of a difficult time recently. I know I've been cooped up in my house for way too long. It'll be a month tomorrow. I have been slowly going very stir crazy. I'm trying to figure out things to do, but this has been something that I have definitely contemplated about doing for a very long time. And I just kind of felt like now was kind of the time to do it, just because it gives me something to do, but it also can maybe shine some light on you guys who maybe aren't going through as great of a time, or you just want to spread the Disney love like I'm about to do. As you can tell, I'm wearing my favorite Disney shirt. So yeah, so I decided that I was gonna make a YouTube channel, because why not? I made a TikTok and I have Instagram and everything else, so why not start a YouTube channel? For this video, I kind of thought that I would do, at least these are like my favorite things, and a lot of the my favorite things that my friends and my cast member friends understand. But as you can tell by the title of this video, it's going to be the things that Disney lovers understand. So a lot of it is going to be things that I get very excited about when it comes to Disney. A lot of things involve the parks, a lot of things don't. They're kind of outside, involving movies or food or whatnot. But yeah, I just kind of thought it would be fun, kind of like a little icebreaker in a way, I guess you could say. It's a kind of way to see more about me and what I love about Disney. There's a lot of things I love about Disney, so this is very much scraping the very surface of it. So yeah, I have quite a few things that I want to talk about. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alrighty. So number one is going to be that feeling that you get when you get the best seats for a Thursday night premiere of any Disney premiere. Literally anything. It can be Marvel, Pixar, Disney, whatever it is, even Star Wars. It could be literally anything. But I know when I get great tickets to go see any movie on Thursday night, and it's right in the middle, dead center of the theater, I'm excited and I'm super pumped. So it's the best feeling ever, ever. And if any of you guys agree with me on any of these things, I want you to tell me what you agree with down in the comments, because I know there are a lot of things that I love, but I want us to kind of share that Disney love here. So yeah. Alrighty, so for number two, this one, I feel a lot of Disney lovers have a lot of different collections. And for me, I have many collections. Literally ask any of my friends, I have so many collections. So for me, I get very excited when I add a new item to my collection, okay? So whether that be getting a new pair of ears, or whether that be getting a new pass holder magnet. I actually got this at Hollywood Studios. They were selling them right after The Mandalorian came out. Love it. Even mugs. This is my favorite mug. A lot of these things are my favorite things, just so you know. And then even getting snow globes. I have a snow globe collection as well. Or the biggest thing that a lot of people do collect are pins. This is actually something that I created just as a way to display them. These are pins that I know I'm never going to get rid of. So what I actually did was I took wire cutters and I actually cut off the pin part on the back, and then I hot glued them into a shadow box and kind of did my own little design. Just because I know I'm never going to get rid of them, because I love them so much, especially Tangled. Tangled is my favorite Disney movie ever. It's better than Frozen. So yeah, I love to display them and everything like that. So I've actually done this with Beauty and the Beast as well. If you guys are actually curious how I did this, let me know. I might do a video on how I did it. I do have a couple more shadow boxes that I need to fill, so we might go and do a video for that. Alrighty, so for number three, my next favorite thing is actually the feeling you get when you're watching a brand new teaser trailer, or just a brand new release of a trailer for any Disney movie ever. So I remember during my college program, the teaser trailer for The Force Awakens came out, and me and my roommates were very excited. And I remember us watching the trailer for the first time, and one of my roommates sat there like this the entire time with her jaw on the floor, and she was so excited and so ready. And it's just like one of those feelings where you're like, oh my God, this is amazing. It's gonna be so good. So that's definitely one of my things. I love watching trailers multiple times. I know there's a lot of people that prefer not to watch trailers before a movie just because they don't want really like any spoilers or anything like that. So respect to them. I personally can't do that, but I do love watching the trailers multiple times and just being able to see what it's gonna be like, you know, see the animation, see kind of what the storyline is like. Alrighty, so for number 4, this is actually probably one of my favorite things that I love, is because a lot of people come out with a lot of different alternate like realities within like the same like Disney like storylines. So a big thing that has been going on is Disney has been releasing novels with like alternate plot lines essentially. So like a lot of the same things still happen, but like for this one it's called A Whole New World, but like the premise is like, what if Aladdin had like never found the lamp? Or like this one is Once Upon a Dream, and it's like, what if Sleeping Beauty never woke up? So these are like, it's probably some of my favorite books. I actually just read the new Frozen one that came out. I read that book in under 12 hours because I was so addicted to it. It was so good. They have a lot of these. They have one with like Wendy from Peter Pan. And that like the premise of that one is if she went to Neverland with Captain Hook first. There's one called Reflection that's about Mulan. There's a Little Mermaid one, I believe. And then there's a Beauty and the Beast one. The Beauty and the Beast one is probably my favorite, just because I love Beauty and the Beast. But that one is actually about Belle. It's like essentially the same plot line, but Belle's mom is the sorceress that cursed the Beast. So it's a very interesting book. These are very interesting. Honestly, if there are people who love Disney that don't read these books, I would highly recommend them. They're super good. They're honestly an easy read. A lot of them are usually about like 300 pages-ish, 300 to 400 pages. They're not super bad. They're super easy reads, but they're very addicting. If you're very much into reading like the stories and stuff like that, I feel like people would really like these books. I love them more than anything. These are like the few books that I actually do read. So for number 5, another thing that I love to do, and I know a lot of Disney lovers love to do, is decorate their apartment or their house in all things Disney, okay? Like I said, I have collections of everything. So like I have my collections of my ears, I have my pins, I have my books, I have everything. I've even been doing paintings, which like I'll add like pictures like right here, or like maybe like full screen. But I have actually been doing canvases while we've been in quarantine of all of the Disney walls. So I've been painting them, and it's actually been really cool. I've done like the purple wall, the bubblegum wall, the blueberry wall, the rose gold wall, the toothpaste wall. I've been doing pretty much everything that I can find. And I really like them. They're like little small 8x10s, and I just like put them around my apartment. And I honestly think they're super cute. It kind of adds like that nice little touch, just because we can't go to Disney right now. So I do like doing that sort of stuff. But I've displayed my ears, I've displayed my pins. I have all my stuffed animals that are Disney. So I have a lot of different things, but I definitely love having my own little like nook. You know what I mean? Like I have all my Disney stuff. I have all my Funko Pops, which is another collection that a lot of people have. So for number 6, another thing that is a very, very big thing for Disney lovers to do is to pin trade. I love pin trading. There are very few pins that I actually do trade. Sometimes when I buy pins and then I realize maybe I don't want it as much, I'll go and trade it. I'm not super big into it. I know there are Facebook pages that I'm a part of, and people are very, very into pin trading. They know everything, and I definitely do not. So I give them major props. But like I said with this, again, these are pins that I already know that I'm gonna keep. I hot glue them onto the canvas, and then they're in the shadow box. So then they definitely aren't tradable at that point because they're not really pins. But I definitely love doing this sort of stuff. I love pin trading because I know there are a lot of cast members when you go to the parks that have a lot of very good pins. Definitely found that out during my time as a CP. I found a lot of good pins on our pin board and may have traded a few of mine to get the good ones. Sorry, not sorry. So yeah, I definitely give props to people who pin trade, but it's not my like absolute favorite thing to do, but I do love doing it when I actually remember to bring my pins. For number 7, another thing, and I did bring this up a little bit earlier, but people love the wall pics. It's amazing. I love taking pictures at the purple wall. I love taking pictures at the bubblegum wall. There are even many walls that aren't considered Disney walls. I know there's a lot of areas in like Galaxy's Edge where you can take some really cool pictures that aren't considered walls. But Disney lovers gotta have their Disney wall pics. It's inevitable, it's gonna happen, but they usually turn out pretty cool, so I'm not mad. So for number 8, this is probably my favorite thing of all time, just because we are humans, we must survive, and so when we go to Disney, we must eat all the food, all of the food. Me personally, my favorite food is the churros. I love churros. They are amazing. And then next up is obviously the Dole Whip, but there are a lot of places that you can eat at Disney World, Disneyland, any of the parks, any of the resorts, anything like that. There's so much food that you can try, and a lot of it is very good. Let me tell you, Epcot, when you go around the world and you're at Food and Wine or you're at Flower and Garden, there are a lot of places that you can eat. There's a lot of places that have really good food, really good drinks, and not just Epcot. I know Epcot probably has the best food, but that's not the only place. So I definitely love the food. Comment down below if you have been to Disney World or Disneyland, doesn't matter which one. I want to know what your favorite food is. It could be the quick service or it could be restaurants. I don't really care. I just want to know new places that I should try. Maybe there are places that I haven't been. Maybe there's places that I have been, but I haven't tried the food. Let me know down in the comments. I want to know, because once the parks reopen, I'm going to be going so often. I will literally be there the first day the park opens, and I have no shame and no regrets. So for number 9, this one is actually really cool because you don't realize how much there actually is to do on property, whether it be at Disneyland, Disney World, parks around the world. There are so many things that you can do in the parks, not even just going to the parks. You can resort hop, you can do character dining, you can do character meet and greet. Obviously, like the water parks, you can walk around Disney Springs. There's even the holiday parties. There's Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. There's the Very Merry Christmas Party. They even do all sorts of stuff for different holidays. So I mean, for Easter, I know we just had Easter. It's a very sad time we didn't get to go meet Mr. and Mrs. Easter Bunny. You can go meet characters like the Easter Bunny for the holidays. There's just a lot of things that you can do. I mean, there's mini golf. Like there's 2 mini golf courses on Disney property. There's 2 water parks. You can do, like I said earlier, you can do the pin trading. There's the after hours event. So there's like Villain After Hours. There's like the after hour party at Typhoon Lagoon that they do, the H2O Glow party. And then, I mean, heck, if you're staying in the resorts, you can just lay by the pool, and they do all sorts of children's activities. They have spas. They have literally everything you could probably think of. And it's not just going to the parks, which I think is what a lot of people really like and what they really appreciate about Disney. So for my last one, this is number 10. This is probably gonna be everyone's favorite thing, and this is gonna be the favorite thing that everyone will understand. It's gonna be when the parks open. Everyone's gonna wanna go back to Disney. I understand it, I get it. I am definitely going stir crazy just because I can't go to the parks. I can't go to a resort and just lay out by a pool. I can't go lay in the hammocks. I can't really do anything, you know what I mean? So I'm stuck at home, and it makes it very sad, especially because I have been listening to the Magic Happens music from the new Disneyland parade, and I've been listening to Happily Ever After a lot. So it's definitely a lot, but you know, once the parks reopen, I feel like a lot of people are going to be very grateful and very appreciative that the parks did reopen. I have a feeling once the parks do reopen, there's going to be a lot of restrictions. There's going to be a lot of things that people don't really understand what's going to happen. But I have faith that Bob Iger is going to do his best. And yes, I said Bob Iger, not Bob Chapek. Okay, Bob Iger took back over, and I'm so happy and I'm so excited because I love Bob Iger. I definitely feel like he has done a lot of great things for the company. So once the parks do reopen, I feel like a lot of people are going to be very emotional the first time they go back. I know I will. I know the first park I'm going to when the park opens is Magic Kingdom. I want to see my beautiful castle. I want to see Happily Ever After. And I just want to see everything that I love so much. So I'm going to be very excited when the parks open back up. Me, personally, I'm hoping it's soon, but I know that's not going to happen. You know, Universal is staying closed until the end of May. Disney will most likely follow suit. So I don't think the parks are really going to be open until at least June, if not July. So it's very sad. But I mean, also, bright side, we don't have to go to the parks in the crazy Florida heat. So that's like a good little plus. I'm kind of hoping that if this quarantine does continue, we cut out most of the summer so we don't have to be outside in the Florida heat. But I know I will be very grateful for once the parks do open back up. So I'm looking forward to it. It's kind of what's helping me get through this quarantine. I'm doing a lot of crafts. I'm doing a lot of videos of watching fireworks shows and different shows. I know the Dapper Dance have been doing a lot of things on YouTube. And just, I know a lot of people are so appreciative of what's been happening, and I love how Disney has been taking such good care of its employees. I know they furloughed a lot of them, but they still get to keep their benefits. They still get to apply for unemployment. So that is something that I am very appreciative. Given I'm not a cast member, I was a cast member. I definitely contemplated going back to Disney, but I just definitely appreciate what he's doing for my cast member friends. And I really hope that, you know, we can flatten the curve and we can help those who, you know, do need it. The stuff you see that's going on in New York, the stuff in Italy, Spain, France, everywhere, you know, they are getting hit really hard. So I do think we need to just kind of take a moment to appreciate them. It is very hard to think about because I know there are a lot of people who do have family and friends that are in healthcare. So I think just being able to kind of send them our thanks and our prayers and our love, I think that would be very, very helpful. I know we're going to get through this. As Kenny Ortega says, we are all in this together. I know a lot of people are saying that. A lot of people are getting sick and tired of it. I'm seeing it everywhere, but I will never get sick and tired of it because we are all in this together. We are going to make it through this. I know a lot of people are going stir crazy. I know you guys are. Trust me, so am I. But we are going to make it through this. We're going to be able to go back to our normal lives at some point. It's going to be very difficult once we do because there are going to be a lot of changes, but we do have each other. I want you guys to know that, and I want you guys to really eat, breathe, and live that saying. We are all in this together. We are gonna make it out of this, and it's going to be okay. Okay? Make sure you keep that 6 feet distance. Make sure you're staying home unless it's for the absolute essentials. I want you guys to stay safe. I want you guys to protect yourselves. Wear your masks, wear your gloves. I know a lot of people don't have masks, but you can make your own at home. I've been seeing a lot of DIYs. I know you can do it. I'm lucky enough, I had family send me some masks that my mom's cousin made. They're super cute, they're Disney, so I do wear those out when I do leave. But I want you guys to just stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, watch a lot of Disney Plus, because I know that's what we're all doing right now. So just make sure that you are staying home, make sure that you're doing something to occupy your time, talk to your friends, talk to your family, make sure that you're taking care of yourself most of all. I know that's something that I've kind of struggled with over the years, you know, physically. I don't like to work out. I probably choose not to work out, but that's okay. I do try to eat healthier. I do try to do at least a little bit of cardio every once in a while. I mostly do a lot of strength stuff. So again, we are all inside. I understand a lot of people are going through a lot of different things, but we can take this time to better ourselves. You know what I mean? We can organize our apartments. We can do the stuff that we've been wanting to do for so long, but never had the time. Okay, we can do a lot of things now that we are inside to keep ourselves busy. Okay, I know that's very hard to think about, but trust me, I have deep cleaned my apartment 4 times in 1 week, just because I know, 1, that's what we should be doing, and 2, it gives me something to do. You know what I mean? I'm not sitting on the couch watching Disney Plus for 12 hours straight, which, I mean, it's okay to do that every once in a while, but don't do it every day. You know, do your laundry, put your clothes away, iron them if you need to. Just making sure that we are doing those little things that maybe we don't get the chance to do on a normal day. If people continuously go out for random things, it's not gonna go away anytime soon. And I know that's hard to hear, but it's very true. I want you to thank all of our healthcare workers, even if it's just in your mind. And if you really need something to do, get on YouTube. I mean, obviously watch my videos. You should subscribe to my channel. I mean, obviously that's a definite. But if you need good news, go find John Krasinski's SGN episodes. There's only 3, but there's a lot of good news that he's been talking about. There's a lot of good things that he's been doing for this world. So again, go watch those if you really need some good news and you don't want to keep watching the regular news broadcasts, okay? There's a lot of things that you can do to stay sane, even if it means making a TikTok and making stupid TikToks all the time, because I did that for a solid 2 weeks and I'm still doing it. So again, stay home, stay safe. I will be here in my apartment. I'm not going to be leaving anytime soon. So I will see you guys in my next video. Make sure to subscribe down at the bottom. Hit the big red button. I want you to like this video as well. And if there's anything that you maybe want to see from me, let me know down in the comments. I am all for suggestions. Just stay safe and let's make it so we can go back to our normal lives very soon. Bye, guys.